What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. DMZ missions are what we do over here. Season 2 essentially reset all of the factions and all of the missions. So we're busy working our way through all of the tiers and said factions. But today we are looking at a returning mission from season 1 called Caved In, which is part of the tier 3 selection for White Lotus. Now Caved In is essentially a 3-parter, all steps taking place on Al Mazrah. But specifically in the first step, you need to be docking a boat at the Riverside Caves in the Satiq Caves area, which is over here on the map. Secondly, within that area, you need to be finding the smuggling records in one of the buildings and essentially safely extracting off the map with those records. Now, last but certainly not least, in the same place where we find the smuggling records, we also need to be dropping or placing some sensitive documents, which is an item we're going to have to hunt down during the same deployment. Now, once you do all 3 of these things in the same deployment, that is going to give you success with this mission and you're going to be done. Starting us off with this then, and then obviously the main point that we need to be focusing on straight from the beginning is finding some sensitive documents. Without sensitive documents, it doesn't matter that you do any of the other steps because you're not going to be able to complete that final putting down the documents part, and that also means that you won't be able to do all of these steps within one deployment, aka you will not get success with this. Now, sensitive documents can, technically speaking, spawn anywhere. They can even drop off HVTs, you can get them in locked areas, but if you are looking for what I would consider the most low effort farm to look for these, you would need to be visiting the police stations on Al Mazrah. Now, there are 3 police stations. One sits within, let's say, the Al Mazrah city limits, kind of like a little bit to the top of it. Then, of course, you have another police station all the way below Al Mazrah city, more around the marshlands area. And then last but not least, we have a 3rd police station, which sits within the Said city area, kind of like to the left of the mall. Now, these police stations have a high chance of spawning sensitive documents, and specifically the area that you should be definitely focusing on to see if you can find them is at the upper level in between the bookcases area, since a lot of the times that I have found sensitive documents inside police stations has been there. However, check the entire police station, be thorough, check the tables on both the left side and the right side of the police station, since it could easily spawn anywhere. Now, with these sensitive documents in hand, you are now ready to move on to the actual meat and potatoes of the mission. In the footage in the background, you can see me making my way towards this Satiq Caves area, or rather the Riverside Caves, which is within Satiq Caves. But basically, to get the first part of this mission to proc, you need to be coming into the cave area, and you'll notice that you have a dock which can refuel and repair you, and you need to be bringing your vehicle, your boat, basically right next to that, and then jump out to get credit for this. Now, don't do what I did here, because I'm going to be honest with you, in this attempt that I tried to do this, every single fucking thing that you can imagine could go wrong went wrong in this mission. I was still able to be successful, but I fucking don't know how I did that. But either which way, the first time around, I came in here with a rubber duck. I managed to get it stuck on the side, and I couldn't get it unstuck to get it closer to the harbor. So I was like, oh shit, now I need to go all the way to Al Mazrah city to go get another rubber duck. But let me try a jet ski and see if that works. Lo and behold, jet skis do count as boats in this particular mission, in this particular case, and the jet ski was enough for me to also get the success here and get the parking next to the dock. Now, the building that you're looking for that has the smuggling records sits kind of just past the dock against the wall at the back here. And as you go through the window here, you'll notice the documents right here. Now, first pick them up, and then you'll see that there will be a prompt for you to place the sensitive documents. You can't just throw them out. You actually have to do the prompt and then place the documents. And as soon as you've done that, you now just need to make your way to an extraction and safely extract these smuggling records. Now, once you do all of these things, that's going to get you success for the mission. This can be quite nail-biting. I hope you all this, well, I wish you all this possible success with it, and I hope you get through safe. That's the video. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. Let me know in the comments down below if you completed Caved In for the 2nd time. As I said, this is a returning mission from season 1. It was just as fucked up then, but I can tell you this: if I'm able to do it in such an asshole way that I did this mission and still get success from it, well, I'm 100% sure you'll be able to make it yourself. But other than that, just have a fantastic morning, afternoon, and evening wherever you are in the world. Until next video, fucking cheers.